Welcome back to Parenting Roadmaps, week number 3. If you didn't catch last week's edition, pause and click on the link above to view part 1 of self-regulation. Last week, we talked about what self-regulation is. Today, we're going to look at how you, a parent, can support your child's development of self-regulation. There are some skills most children master in their preschool years, and they stay that same for a lifetime. Walking, learning to count to 10. Once you've got it, you've got it. Self-regulation, not so much. It's always a work in progress. However, helping your child to begin to develop these self-regulation skills during the preschool years, that's an amazing gift you can give your child. It truly is a gift for the journey. Self-regulation is important, but why? You've heard me say this before. Self-regulation touches on all the domains of development. To name just a few of the benefits supported by research, children with good self-regulation skills typically perform better in school. Kids who can self-regulate, guess what? They tend to do a better job sitting and listening in the classroom and staying focused on challenging tasks. Can better manage stress. These kids know how to put a plan in place and calm their emotions. Create friendships more easily. These kids can control their impulses, take turns, share toys, and express their feelings in a socially appropriate way, meaning they know that screaming at their friend when they get mad probably isn't the best way to treat a friend. We are all wired differently. Just like some people are born fast runners or can understand math concepts more quickly, some children are born better at self-regulation. Another part in making up someone's ability to self-regulate is their environment. We could spend hours breaking down all that makes up a child's environment, but it boils down to some children's environments contain less stress, while other children's environments contain more stress. Depending on how these factors play out, we find some children need less support in developing self-regulation skills, and some children are going to need more. Let's go back to last week's list of what makes someone good at self-regulation to get insight into how you can support your child's development of self-regulation. Keep emotions under control. Provide routine for your child whenever you can. We all get anxious when we're uncertain of how things are going to go. So whenever you can, provide routine. Talk about emotions to build your child's vocabulary. If they can name it, then they're more likely to be able to control it. Consider discussing emotions of characters in books or TV shows as you follow along with the story. And remember your homework from last week? An important emotion or feeling to help your child understand early on is the feeling of calm. Help your child learn what calm is when they're actually feeling calm. Don't let these moments pass you by. Be sure to catch your child feeling calm and talk about it when they're in that moment. Help them understand what makes them feel calm and what activities they can do to help them find that calm. In a tried and true classic, good for adults and children, is to learn and practice deep belly breaths. Stop impulsive behavior. Simple games are great for this one. Red light, green light, and Simon Says are perfect examples. Put into place behaviors to improve the difficult situation. Hopefully all of you are comfortable being silly with your child and getting on their level to play and interact with them. This is how you can create times to play with your child and lead them in pretend stories to practice how to act out difficult situations, or maybe show how some behaviors really aren't helpful. Continue to focus on current activity. Spend time together working on a hard task. This can start at a young age by working on building a tall tower with blocks, building and failing and trying again and again and again. And delayed gratification. Think about the simple act of learning how to take turns. How about making a yummy treat and waiting for it to bake? And teaching your child not to interrupt conversations. I have one more suggestion that stands outside of our list from last week, and this is by far the most important. You, the parent, must model good self-regulation behavior. By far the most important factor, regardless of what your child brings to the table, is you being a role model of good self-regulation. Remember, self-regulation is a skill we all work on throughout our lifetime, so please know that none of us are going to be perfect. But I guarantee you that your child is watching how you self-regulate and is learning from your behavior. What I have given you today is just a very small sampling of the ways you can support your child's ability to self-regulate. And I'm guessing and hoping that these activities are things you already do with your child. But by building your education in child development, you now have a better idea of how these activities actually support your child's development of self-regulation. That's it for today. No homework this week, but please tune in next week when we will look at some core issues important to preschoolers. And as always, remember to enjoy the journey.